We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Kamen America, Volume 1, Stars and Stripes from Iconic Comics. This is written by Mark Pellegrini, art by Tim Lim, cover by Timothy Lim, and Genzoman, back cover by Cute Sexy Robots. Okay, so we start off with this young lady named Carley, who all she wants to be is a fashion designer, but everybody tells her she shouldn't do that because she should play sports and do science stuff. She ends up at a USO show and is abandoned by one of the soldiers who runs away, and she is struck by a glowing green meteor. She ends up in a coma for a few weeks, and there's this really funny doctor who gives really good jokes, and it turns out she has superpowers now, and she joins with a marketing and media relations group who make her fight big dinosaurs with silly names like the Gordosaurus, which I thought was actually cute. But it turns out all these dinosaurs are made of mud, and she's not real sure where they're coming from. Well, she ends up parting ways with them and becoming Kamen America, and she does so right at the exact moment she needed to, because some missionaries were captured in this disputed area of the same country that she was in when she was struck by the meteor, and that is a place called Topkekistan. Well, the Russians seem to be annexing some territory, and they have their own superhero, so Kamen has to engage with her, and it's kind of an interesting resolution, not what I would have gone for, but you know, here we are. There's an interesting follow-up that leads into this being connected to part of the Black Hops universe, which was pretty cool. Overall, I thought the art was definitely really good American manga art. It's got a very signature style that you see with all of Tim Lim's work. If you like manga books, you'll probably like the art here. He's really good at what he does. It's not my preferred style of art because I don't like the overly exaggerated faces, but this was really well done. The story was fun. Thought the ending was a little bit weak because it seemed to have been a little too much of Frenzy's easy resolution, but it was an interesting story and I had a lot of fun reading it. Some of the jokes are really cute. Some of them are a bit silly, but it was a good all ages book. I didn't see anything in there that was inappropriate for younger readers, and it's definitely worth the $10 I paid for it. So I didn't feel cheated for my money. The only thing I'm worried about is that the cover is this chromium nonsense, and it tends to warp really easily. It also tends to separate from the pages pretty easily. And I noticed the back page on mine, the final page is actually starting to come loose already, and you can see where the binding is separating. So I'm a little worried about that, but otherwise I thought the story was solid. As long as you handle it pretty carefully, I think it'll hold up. So I'm going to recommend this. I thought it was a fun book. It was an interesting character concept, and I think it's got a lot of potential. They do need to explain her powers a little more and their limitations, and kind of go into what her powers are. That, I think, needed a little work. Otherwise, it was a solid read, and I'm going to pick up the second volume. I thought it looked good. I think it's got a lot of potential for a franchise, and the costume looks really good as well. So good cover art, good interior art for the style it's in, and I'm looking forward to the second volume. All around, a decent book. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel in other ways, links to my Patreon, Streamlabs, and Teespring store are in the description. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.